So here's the thing, right? I really like this level, and I really like just you know getting into the game and playing. But most games aren't like this. You have to start in a main menu, right? Obviously, we don't want to start the player in a level. So to do that, what we need to do is we need to create an entirely new level for that hosts the main menu. Now you might be thinking or asking me, Varun, well, isn't a level supposed to be a place where you can run, jump, punch, and where the players are and stuff? And my answer to you is no, not really. Right? That's one use case of a level. But if you want to create a main menu, you'll still have to create it in a level. Unreal cannot function without levels. You have to be in one level or the other all the time, unless you're loading. All right, so I'm going to right click and create a new map or a new level, and we'll call it main menu level. All right, so let's jump into this level. It's a blank level. There's nothing inside of it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click, create a new folder just for arrangement purposes. We'll store all our widgets in this folder, and right click, user interface, widget blueprint, and we'll call this widget blueprint main menu. So here's what's going to happen, right? In the beginning of the game, we'll load this empty main menu level, which doesn't have anything going on, and we'll draw this widget onto the screen like we always have. So I'm just going to double click this, and as you can see, we have this canvas. Let me pull in a button, right? And let me pull some text into the button, and let's go to content. You have to open up content here. Let's change this to start game. Right, change the font to about 50. 50 is good, and we'll just basically right click this, copy, go to the canvas, right click, paste. So another button for me to play with. Right, we'll change this from start game to quit game. Okay, this should be good enough. We just have this. It's a very, very simple menu that I'm creating, and I'll just say, maybe 50 pixels. Thanks for playing my game. Just some silly text. Okay, one thing you need to do, and this is something you'll realize with this UI part of things, is you need to anchor this. So I'm just going to select both the buttons and the text, and what I need to do is click on anchors, and what I want to do is I want to anchor this to the very center of the game. Right, so this is very important for you to do, because if you don't anchor, then as the screen scales, if somebody's playing on a mobile, then it'll be fine, but if somebody's playing on a big screen, then if it's anchored to the top left, then all of these things will move to the top left. Right now, I want to anchor this stuff to the center, which is what I've done right now. Compile and save. We don't want anything else happening here. I'm going to lower that. And what I want to do is when we load this level, I want to draw this main menu onto the screen. So I'm going to go to blueprints, open my level blueprint, right? And on event begin play, I'm just going to say create widget, okay? And the owning player can be get player controller, right? So we'll just do that. Move this up a little bit. We'll load the main menu, and we will add to viewport. Actually, yeah, we'll add to viewport. The difference between adding to viewport and adding to player screen is that this fills the entire screen. It just expands the menu over the entire screen. That's great. And one of the things about the player controller is that the cursor is hidden, right? Which I am going to unhide. Set show mouse cursor, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show it. I'm actually going to show the mouse cursor because we want to do that. And on the UI, I want to what I want to do is I want to set input mode UI only. Alright, so the player controller, put this in, and the widget will send this main menu widget, and don't lock the mouse. So when this happens, it means that Now the player can't run around or walk or whatever. He can only interact with user interface, which is the main menu widget. So compile and save, and let's play this level. Actually, let's stop. Let's play this level here. Right? See, we have this bar, this player health bar, and we can remove that player health bar later. But you can start game and you can quit game. And what I choose to do is I choose to start game or quit game, and it doesn't matter. Right? What we need to do is make sure that when you press the start game, the game starts, and we press quit game, the game ends. So I'm going to press escape, and I'm going to go into my widgets, main menu. What I want to do is when this button is clicked, right, I want to be able to start my game. So I want to actually load the next level. So I'm going to go to events, and on clicked, I'm just going to say, well, load a level. Load level. Oops, sorry. Open level, sorry. And the level that I want to open is level 1. Compile and save. And what I also want to do is if we are in, if we click on the other button, if I go to designer, click on quit game, click on this, right, let's just on clicked, I want to quit game, right, and we'll just say player controller, get player controller, plug this in here, and let's just quit. Right, so that should be good enough. And if you press play, you'll see that if we quit game, it stops. Press play. If you press start game, then we load this level, but we cannot move. I'm unable to press any button. And the reason for that is because in this main menu widget, in this main menu level, we have shown the mouse cursor and we've set input mode to UI only. We need to undo both of this. Right? So what we'll do is in this level, in the other level, in level 1, we'll go to blueprints, open level blueprint, and on event begin play, we'll set input mode to game only, right? Get player controller, and I'm also gonna mouse cursor, set mouse cursor, and I'm gonna make sure that the mouse cursor is no longer shown. Compile and save, and that should be it. Right, now you can move around. So if I go back to our main menu level, I play this, I press start game, but here, and I can move around. Right, and all I have to do is in my project settings, I can just change the initial level to the main menu. I'm not going to do that right now because that's going to make development very, very difficult. One thing I need to tell you is that if you play this level and you see this bar here, that's because the third person character is being loaded, and this bars widget is being loaded from the third person character too. So one thing we can do to kind of avoid that, and let me just go into the blueprints, the third person character. We can see that in our event graph, in our widget, we can see all of this. And what I'm going to do is just remove all of this code. I'm just going to remove that code, remove this too, compile and save, right? And I'm going to move this to the level blueprint. Not this level blueprint, but the level 1's level blueprint. So I will move it here, and I'll say, well, just right, so if I go back to my main menu level and I play the game and I press start game, then everything works as intended, and this player bar doesn't appear in the main menu level. See, this doesn't appear here anymore. That's about it. Catch you in the next episode.